There we go. All right. So now we are ready to meet our contestants. So again, that'll be their limo videos, which we'll now be seeing. Okay, so we met Johnny, and now it's time to meet our next contestant, Liam.
Hi, Bachelor and Bachelorette folks. My name's Liam, and last night I spent about 45 minutes trying to get the perfect take of my video. I then realized they were all the perfect take. So, without further ado, enjoy. Hi there. Alright, no, I can't do it. I had this whole bit, it ain't gonna happen. So, what's shaking? Who am I? Fascinating question. Many minds have pondered, and the consensus is darn near a lot of stuff. Shit. See, best way to learn about someone is to actually, what am I doing? Meet them in person. Here we are. I have this big thing planned out with like all these facts about me and different aspects of my personality, but really fast. I'm an adventurer. You know, I love learning new things, exploring. Like, it's fun. Doing biomedical engineering, really broad field, but I would die if that was all I did. So I take a lot of other classes. Like I took Arabic for a while, but I couldn't take it this semester. Haha, joke's on you. You have to do it online now. You can't do online Arabic. World different take entirely. Martial arts. Been doing it since I was like in second grade. I got a black belt in Kempo karate. I can defend myself. But what is this? Like is this like old timey like boxer stance? Like come here, young man. I have a flair for the dramatic, or, you know, not so dramatic. I look like a hack. What am I doing? I'm working in a research lab right now doing brain cancer research. Like, oh, brain cancer research, you must be really smart. Like, I am smart, but, like, that ain't it. It's like a lot of sort of repetitive work. Thank you. I'm also a model. I've had two jobs. I got paid for one of them. That's neither here nor there. I'm probably out of time, so hopefully you appreciate this. I'm not like the other boys. It's me. Let's do this.
Okay, that was Liam. Now it's time to meet our next contestant, Brent.
Hello, Michigan Bachelorette team. Um, I am Brent. I'm single. I'm 21. I'm ready to mingle. I'm ready to find love. Some of my favorite things are comedy, and I also like music. I play guitar. Um, and I'm just gonna make the whole video just me playing guitar because I think it's fun. Stop this train, wanna get off and go home again. Can't take this beat, it's moving on. No, I can't, but honestly, don't know what's on this train. Mothers be good, your daughters too. Mothers be good to your daughters too. Mothers be good to your daughters too. I feel accomplished.
Okay, we met Brent, and now it's time to meet our last contestant, Phil.
My name is Phil Hockman. I'm a senior at the Raw School of Business. No one cares at the University of Michigan. I'm going to be starting at Bloomberg in New York City in the fall, so I'm very excited to start the next chapter of my life. I love to play basketball. If I could jump a few feet higher, maybe I could have played here, but that was not in the cards, unfortunately. I'm also very passionate about fitness and running. So I think that's definitely been a staple of my life here at Michigan, and I hope to continue that going forward. I think in terms of my personality, I have some unique traits that I think would be very valuable for the Bachelor or Bachelorette. For one, I'm always looking to communicate with people different from myself. Whenever I'm sitting in class, I'm usually one of the first guys to raise my hand and really try to have a real conversation with the professor. Or I'm trying to get some of the more quiet students involved and just try to get them engaged in the conversation. I would much rather have an interesting dialogue with new kinds of people than scroll through Instagram or read stuff that I don't really care about. Also, this past summer, I worked at Champion Real Estate Investment Trust in Hong Kong. And I'll be honest, as the only American at my firm, it was pretty tough at first. It definitely took me a while to adapt. But through being persistent and trying to meet new kinds of people, I eventually figured it out and I adapted to the situation, and I got to see some of the most amazing things. I got to march with the people of Hong Kong for their independence. I got to hike up Suicide Cliff for 5 hours in Kowloon. I did so many amazing things that wouldn't have been possible if I didn't believe in myself and if I wasn't passionate about meeting different kinds of people. Also, I think my experience working at Scorekeeper's Bar and Grill in Michigan was super interesting and kind of just gives me a new perspective on life. I got to work with some people who, some of them were recovering from past heroin addictions, some of them had served major jail time, and some of them just had other interesting life stories. And the fact that I was able to work alongside these guys and help break up fights, as well as going to the bar to pick up trash, bottles, mugs, etc., to try and create a safe atmosphere for people, I think was a really interesting way for me to just give back to the Ann Arbor community. So I think I've had a lot of interesting experiences here at Michigan. I think my ability to connect with different kinds of people in combination with my strong communication skills would make me a great fit for the Bachelor or Bachelorette.
Okay, we have met the contestants, and now it's time to meet our Bachelorette, Maddie.
"2020, roses are blue." I just want to say congratulations to you, because you picked me and I'm a winner. You'll see when I find love and live forever happily. You're never going to get a better Bachelorette, and I'm ready to play like it's Russian roulette. I play with my heart and I always keep it real. When it comes to me, I'll say exactly how I feel. That was smooth. My name's Maddie. I'm a junior studying environmental studies and international studies with the hope of going into environmental law one day. My big picture goal is to have my own nonprofit that helps climate refugees find sustainable housing. So, along with my environmental interests, I spent a lot of time canvassing, which is going door to door talking to people about issues like plastic pollution. So, I'm that annoying person on your doorstep asking for money, but it was a cool experience, helped me build connections with people even in uncomfortable situations. Um, outside of my academic interests, I am a pretty artistic person. I like to sing, dance, draw. You saw me rap a little bit. I had to do it to him. Back in the day, I actually made a diss track about my ex because he had me messed up. It's another story for another time. But basically, people in my town really like my rap, so I ended up winning Most Likely to Be Famous at my high school. So I know you're probably wondering, you already won this trophy, you already peaked. What more could you want? But with that, I'll say I think being on The Bachelor or The Bachelorette would be a really cool opportunity to meet new people and find love. Who knows?
Okay, so now that we have met our contestants and the Bachelorette, it's time to bring the Bachelorette Maddie in. Maddie, if you're there, come on in and we'll get this thing started. Getting word from my producers that Maddie might be having technical difficulties, might be getting cold feet, might be a bit of a nerve situation. Contestants, if you want to turn your mics on, what's going through your head right now as we wait to see if Maddie's going to go through with this? Well,
I've actually met her before.
really?
Yes, I know her.
Okay, and do you think that'll give you a better chance of moving on in this?
Very cool.
Awesome.
Hey guys.
Okay, there she is. There's our Bachelorette, Maddie. Maddie, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I spent all day taking a terrible exam, so I'm ready to lift my spirits.
That's what we like to hear. You're ready to potentially find love tonight?
Yeah, I'm totally ready for that. Let's do it.
Somebody said he's met you before.
Somebody's met me before.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my roommate's in the background. I heard her giggling a lot during these videos, so I'm really curious.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a couple questions before we get going. What exactly are you looking for in a partner?
Honestly, a lot of my past relationships haven't gone so smoothly, so I'm really just looking for someone who can make me laugh and, just really is a good communicator. That's really what I'm looking for.
Okay, and then what made you want to be the campus Bachelorette?
What made me want to be the campus bachelorette, all my roommates, we all love watching The Bachelor and we're all like, oh, you should be on it. But, we took this opportunity and we're like, let's try it this time. So I'm excited to actually be here. I never thought this would happen. So
Okay, so for the first round, I don't know if you saw how it worked last time, but you'll be asking each guy the questions one at a time that you have prepared. Before you ask each question, I'll give you a quick little introduction to them so that you have some sort of baseline knowledge about them without actually seeing them.
all right, cool. Sounds good.
Okay, so first contestant number one, we asked him what his crazy dictator thing he would do is, and this was his response. I would fake the contact of aliens in my nation. The entire country would have to be in on it. Half the population would have to walk around in weird costumes and speak in weird tongues to try to convince the rest of the world that there were actually aliens in our country. Everyone who came to the country would be given the choice to go along with the scheme or be murdered. Or, I'd just make it so that everyone had to dress and talk like it was the 1920s and people would have to say stuff like old sport and UC and stuff like that. So, Maddie, go ahead and ask your first question to contestant number one.
Cool. I just want to say I'd be down to live in that country. That sounds fun. But my first question is, what do you miss most about Ann Arbor?
Oh man, what do I miss most? Well, I love every inch of it. What can I say? But one thing that stands out is the washboard harmonica guy. I mean, when you come out of the ugly at like 4:30, you just studied for however many hours, and he's just there drumming on his washboard. It hits me in the feels every time. Brings a tear to my eye. You know, what can I say? Like I miss that guy. I want to give him a hug.
Wow, I love that. I respect that guy so much. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, so Maddie, before you ask the same question to contestant number 2, here's his answer to the dictator question. First off, I'd massively bolster our army and start invading other small countries to grow our power base. Once we'd amassed enough land, I'd make people build statues of me doing various fun things like eating pizza, riding a bicycle, boxing Teddy Roosevelt. In each region, then I would live stream me flying from region to region in a helicopter, blasting classical music and evaluating each statue. The winning region gets the most funding for their regional government, and the people all receive a literal get out of jail free card that expires in 1 month. And this would happen every year.
Wow. Yeah, this sounds like an old school dictator. Interesting. Cool. Well, yeah, same question. What do you miss most about Ann Arbor?
If we're being honest, I kind of miss like the space. Like I know this is partly because I'm cooped up in a house right now and I can't leave, and like it feels sort of like a prison. But like everything is so wide open there, and you can go driving, and suddenly you're in the countryside, and there's like farms as far as the eye can see, and it's all beautiful, and it feels like there's room to breathe. Where I'm here now, like I'm in Connecticut, everything's like all tightly packed, and I just miss that freedom, you know?
Yeah, Pure Michigan, definitely. Thank you.
Okay, shout out Pure Michigan. Now, contestant number 3 was asked what the dumbest thing he did was. And he said, the dumbest thing I've ever done. Wow, there are a lot to choose from. One is I was a rower in high school and I challenged my friend to try to lick the elbow of the coach while he was giving a speech. It was, to this day, one of the funniest things I've ever seen. He was talking to a large group of people in a circle, so my friend went up behind him and actually pulled it off. I could not keep in my laughter. So freaking dumb. Contestant number 3.
That sounds pretty goofy. I'm a goofy person, so that's good to hear. Yeah, same question. What do you miss most about Ann Arbor?
The thing I miss most about Ann Arbor is definitely like seeing my friends every day. Like I'm a very social guy. I like to meet a lot of people, and it can be hard kind of being cooped up in the house. But you still kind of get to talk to people through Zoom and Blue Jeans, so that's kind of fun. Also, we've met before. I was very surprised when we've actually met
Oh, I
before.
know exactly who you are. That's so funny.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That is really funny. Not
Yeah,
even,
yeah.
not even interesting. Cool.
Eventually, we
Sounds like
covered
the
up.
contest is rigged. 2 people know her.
Maybe the same person. Hard to know. Who knows who in this situation, but the covered up camera portion of this, that we could have some drama here, and that's what we love on The Bachelor. So, moving on to question 4, we asked him what the dumbest thing he did was, and this was his response. Senior year of high school, I was taking a pretest for calculus. I had no idea what was going on with the pretest, so I finished early, and halfway through the testing period, I slapped the test on her desk. I also proceeded to push the "that was easy" button on her desk. Little did I know it was at a crazy volume, so the contraption blared, "That was easy," at a super high volume. My whole class looked at me and laughed, and naturally I laughed too. My professor was pissed. About a week later, it was uncovered that my calculus teacher made a lengthy Facebook post about me. She claimed that I had failed the pretest and that I was a spoiled brat. In class, I just smiled and laughed it off. But yeah, that was a pretty dumb thing that I did. So contestant number 4.
That was savage. You just had to flex on him. I don't know if number 4 is still here. I don't see their box.
Ooh.
There you
That's
are. Okay, yeah.
I'm Jared.
Okay, cool.
You guys
So
hear
what?
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guilty. Senior year, I think I was just trying to get through, and at that point, studying for calculus was not really my top priority. So yeah, in terms of what I miss about Ann Arbor, I actually have one friend that he's very big on the beats, like making instrumental beats, and he's always like in the studio, like trying to mix his own tracks. So sometimes we would actually go in there and he would like play me some of his stuff and I would rap over it. Just like kind of like freestyle rap, like spitballing, like ideas that you have off the top of your head. So I've never made a diss track about my ex, but I do have a little bit of skin in the game as well.
Yeah, I see you. That's awesome. Cool.
So, Matt, you've heard some of the answers to the questions. Are you ready for your first rose ceremony as Bachelorette?
Dang, it's the first one already?
Yeah, it's a quick one.
Yeah, I am actually. All right. So I'll give the first rose to contestant number 4 because, we already have that in common that we like to rap. And yeah, there's that. And I think that's really cool.
Okay, contestant number 4, you can take the tape off your camera so we can see you now.
Hello. Oh, you're still muted. What's your name?
Hey, how's it going? I saw Jack looking sharp, so I wanted to follow suit and try to
Yeah.
look smart.
All right, I see you guys. That's awesome. Cool. So do I just keep going with the questions or do I?
No, go ahead and give your next rose.
My next rose? Okay, I'm gonna give it to contestant number 1 because I thought that was really sweet that you took the time to notice that guy who spends so much time with his little harmonica and his little instrument. So that was really nice.
Thank
Hello.
you. Wow. Hi, my name's Johnny. I realized to say
Nice
that.
to meet you.
I just want to let you know that even though the odds are stacked against me, I'm willing to fight for you, Madeline. I don't care how many people know you. All right, this is real. What we got?
Wow. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Okay,
My pleasure.
Matt,
My pleasure.
before you give the final rose, we're going to have you ask a couple more questions to the 2 that are left, contestants 2 and 3. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. So, I guess I'll go with contestant 2 to start with. Who would you choose to play yourself in a movie about you, and what would the genre of the movie be?
Oh, I'd go with Chris Pratt, 100%. Like, he's super goofy, and I love his energy. Like, everything's a joke with him. It's really, like, easy to laugh when you're watching him. But he's also got that charisma. Like, you can totally see him in the action role. Like, in Jurassic World and Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, he can pull it together and get serious. So I would love him to play me. And for the genre, I'd probably go like a goofy action-adventure movie. Because I have a lot of, like, random adventures.
That's so cool. I love Chris Pratt. That was a great answer. Cool. So same question for number 3.
I am a big fan of Ryan Gosling, and I think he's a very underrated comedic actor. I think he's very funny. So I would pick Ryan Gosling, but have the movie be animated. So it would be like an animated Pixar movie, and it'd also be comedy, but it would be very heartwarming. Kind of like Finding Dory or Finding Nemo, because those are movies you watch when you want to feel emotional with the family. And yeah, probably him.
Cool. Thank you for your answer. Gotta love Ryan Gosling. Cool.
Do you have more questions you want to ask, or are you ready to give out the final rose?
Okay, one more question. If you could pick one song for karaoke, what would it be?
Oh, I'd go with Not Afraid by Eminem. Like, that was one of the first rap songs I ever heard when I was in, like, 6th grade, and it blew my mind, like, how fast he's going, his rhythm, like, it was phenomenal. That'd be my number 1 pick.
Nice.
I can rap it if you want to hear it.
Go crazy, honestly, please.
A lot of rappers here tonight. Is everyone a rapper here?
That's right. Yeah, you can try everything off this paper before I am.
He's stealing my bit.
Before I say him, because ain't no way I'm gonna let you stop me from causing mayhem. When I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. I don't give up what you think. I'm doing this for me. So the world feed it beans. It's gassed up. If the things are stopping me, I'm gonna be what I set out to be. Down. And all these who look down on me, I'm tearing down your balcony. No fans of bust to try to ask me why or how can he. From Infinite down to the last Relapse album, he steals whether he's on salary, paid hourly, until he bows out or his bowels out of him, whichever comes first, for better or worse. He's married to the game, for Christmas. His gift is a curse. Forget the earth. He's got the urge to pull us from the dirt and the whole universe. Yeah.
Word to your mama, drama.
Thank you.
Yeah, wow, that was impressive. Okay.
Awesome.
I mean,
So good. Okay, number 2. Stop that. I'm sorry. You gotta watch me right now.
Yeah, that was pretty fantastic. I have to say myself.
Should we all just leave now? Is it over? Should we leave?
All right, this is not a freestyle competition. I promise you
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
My song that I do sing at karaoke is "Always Thinking About You" by Frank Ocean. I really like that song. I can't really hit the high notes, but I try because it's I think it's a very special song. It makes me get deep in my feels.
Yep. Love a man who's not afraid to get deep in his feels. That's awesome.
But I can't rap. I'm sorry about that.
That's totally fine. Again, not a requirement.
Everyone's a
Alright,
rapper.
but I'm not a rapper. But I think I am ready to make my decision, Jack. I think I'm ready.
This is the final rose. Whenever you're ready.
All right. I'm gonna have to give it to contestant number 2 because he just went that extra mile. 8 Mile, Eminem. Okay. But yep, I'm gonna have to give it to number 2.
Oh, you call me Shaven. All right, yeah. What's up?
Hello. What's your name?
Liam.
Liam. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, yeah.
That was an awesome introduction. Thank you guys for an awesome first round.
Yep, so we know who's moving on to the next round. Brent, contestant 3, you can come on now and say your goodbyes. Oh, we couldn't even hear you. Your mic isn't on.
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for being a part of the virtual Bachelorette.
Yeah. See ya.
You had the best video for the record.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Liam, do this for me, okay?
Yeah, I got you, Brent.
Okay, so it's time to move on to the second round. The second round, we will have a group date and then a cocktail party. The group date will be a talent show, and there is a group date rose on the line. So, Maddie, whoever impresses you the most might receive this group date rose. So let me figure out exactly what your talents are, and then we'll go. First, we'll have Johnny. Johnny submitted a video of some sweet basketball trick shots he perfected back in the day. Johnny, is there anything you intend to do by showing off this talent?
Just to prove that, I mean, it's from a while back, but I still got the stuff. I still like shoot my shot, So, yes, I can shoot from all angles is all I can say. And I can make it whenever.
All right.
I hope you enjoy.
Okay, so that was our first talent. That was Johnny shooting his shot. Johnny, how old were you when you recorded that?
I was about, 13.
Yeah.
was a little bit of time ago, but it only took a day shooting and editing. So what can I say?
All right, just real quick for our viewers at home, again, a reminder, if you can't see the videos, there's a slider at the bottom that you can adjust to adjust whether you're seeing people or the videos. Hopefully that helps for those of you who can't see. Now we have our next talent, and that will be from Liam. And Liam will be performing a card trick live for us today.
Yeah, so when I was a kid, I really liked magic, and then I saw Now You See Me, the movie, that was like really bad, but it had cool magic. So I learned this trick from it, and then I sort of remembered it. Let me like get the angle right here so you can kind of see. All right, so we got a box of cards here. Got standard 52 card deck. The lighting is not great, but we're gonna make do. So the way this is gonna work is I'm gonna riffle the cards. You're gonna say stop. And hopefully you say stop in time, and then I'll stop riffling and you'll select your card. All right, you ready?
Ready.
All right, here we go.
All right, stop.
All right, I'm not looking. There's your card. Can you see it?
Yep.
All right, memorize it. Now, what we're going to do with it, which is kind of interesting, is we're going to apply like a little magic coating to it. This is super secret patented technology. I actually got a patent on this one. It goes like boom. There we go. Magic coating on now. There's the cards. It's on top. What we're going to do now is we're just going to bury your card in the deck somewhere. It's buried. I don't know where it is. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to like blow at your monitor. All right? This is really important because the reactive card coating only works if you blow at the card. So can you do that? Like blow at your monitor. Oh, look at that. I heard a sound. That means something must have happened. So let's look at the card, see if anything changed. This is really, I invented this like, oh, well, there's a red card.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of weird. Is this your card?
It is my card.
Oh my God, that's wild. Now, long story short, I kind of cheated, kind of snuck that card into the deck. So
right.
just to prove that this is actually magic, we're going to do it one more time, all right, if you'll bear with me.
Go for it.
So I'm going to riffle the deck again. I want you to say stop when it's time to stop.
Stop.
All right. There's your card again. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What we're going to do again is, magic coating. Whoop. This is actually really expensive. It is not cheap. Set me back a pretty penny, but you are worth it. So now I'm going to cut the deck. Card is buried in this deck somewhere. I don't know where it is. You know what? For good measure, we're just going to shuffle it. Just so that it's totally clear that it's gone. Now I want you to blow at it again, and hopefully it's going to change color. All right, go for it. Oh, I heard it. It must have changed color. So now, as you can see, even after shuffling the deck, a plain deck of 52 cards, we see that... Shoot, there's supposed to be a red card in here. I mean, the card always turns red. No. You don't think. It couldn't have been magic?
Oh, snap! Oh, snap. You got me there.
Oh, yeah, that's my magic trick.
No, you killed that.
Thank you.
Okay, pretty impressive from Liam. Now we've got our last talent, and that's Phil. His talent is public speaking. So here is a clip of a pitch he
We're
developed.
gonna have to stop the clip right there, Jack.
Oh,
We're gonna have to stop the clip right there.
okay, Phil.
In spirit of the night, I think it might be more appropriate if I really back up my talk and I show a little bit of the freestyle game to which I alluded to earlier.
Okay,
Would that
Phil.
be okay?
We'd love to
Really,
hear
it's
it.
the program I'm in. Unless, tell me if you guys can hear this. If you can't, I won't. But I'm just gonna play a random beat, and I'm just gonna try and like go over the track. So, tell me if you can hear it. Can you guys hear it? Mic check. Okay. Yeah, you want a nonprofit that helps the refugees? How you gonna do that when President Trump has the keys? Can you honestly believe? Can we even conceive this concept? It's so supremely crazy, nonsensical. I can't even see it with my eyes. That's why I gotta keep them closed, keep myself blind. Tell my mama it'll be just fine when you gotta help these people that don't have $1.99 to buy a burger from fucking McDonald's. How they supposed to get some clothes when they can't even get a job? I don't know. They're stuck on the border. Who the hell is supposed to help them? I don't know. It's gonna take the whole country to step up. But sometimes when you don't fess up the truth, and it gets lost and confused, and you don't even have values that unite you people too. USA, more like the wealthy control what people are gonna say and what people are gonna see. Everyone stay in your home. It's the freaking Tea Party running the game. We can't even see what's going on. I don't even know. I'm at one of the best B schools and we're still being blinded by the mob. I'm kind of flowing off the top, so excuse me, it might be a little bit of a crime. And honestly, I'm getting kind of thirsty, need a little lemon lime to mix it up, feeling sublime, missing the old days, rapping back in Ann Arbor. Now I gotta just chill back and go harder, starting at Bloomberg in the freaking fall. I'm so excited, I think I'm gonna jump like I'm 6'5" tall, which I actually am. The picture's not doing me justice. Grab the cam, the photo booth, cause I'm going to work and I don't care if I lose a freaking tooth in the battle, cause I'm gonna freaking tattle on your bitch ass if I gotta. Excuse the vocab, excuse the language, don't cut me off yet. I don't care if you guys are just getting a little bit upset or scared. Maybe I went past too far, but that's kind of who I am. I like to go kind of hard. That's how I got into this school, and that's how I'm here today. So judge me, and I'll smile and say, have a nice day.
Ooh. Yay.
Wow.
Not
Very
only was it
impressive.
impressive, yeah, I like the confidence.
Thanks, guys. Yeah,
Okay,
I was gonna
perhaps
show
not
this
the
video
message.
of me like public speaking about this like finance thing, but that wouldn't have been as fun. So I figured I would just like bring a little more personality into it and like I don't know, show me,
Yeah,
I guess.
maybe not the message
Phil,
we
that
would
was
expect.
fantastic.
from one
That
of
was
us.
fantastic.
That takes a lot to freestyle like that, so
Yeah,
props.
Impressive. Impressive. Okay, so
Thank you, John.
Maddie, you have 3 talents, 3 very special videos or live performances. It's time to give out the group date rose. Who impressed you the most?
I'm gonna say Phil, not just because of the rapping, but he switched it up at the last second and really went all out. So I definitely wanna, just recognize that.
Awesome.
Okay, so Phil takes home the group date rose for round 2, which means there's 1 more rose on the line, and we'll now be moving on to the cocktail party, which will be 2 truths and a lie. 2 truths and a lie. So Phil, I'll let you go ahead first since you've already got a rose and you're moving on to the next round.
I worked in Hong Kong this summer. I'm good at drawing, and I have 3 siblings.
I'm gonna say the lie is that you have 3 siblings.
I do. Actually, that's incorrect. I have 2 older brothers, like my best friends. One's doing real estate sales. The other one just matched for dermatology residency in DC. So I got some great big brothers to look up to, and I have a little sister who also studies business at Emory. I'm horrible at drawing. I'm creative in some ways, but drawing I was never good at, unfortunately.
Nice. Very
Okay,
good.
Johnny, your 2 truths and a lie.
All right. My 2 truths and lie are I met Matthew McConaughey at a Formula One event. I played golf at Pebble Beach over in California, and I marched in the New Year's Day parade in Rome, Italy.
Wait, can you repeat the second one again?
Yeah, I played golf at Pebble Beach. I don't know if you know Pebble Beach. So it's a like a U.S. Open course.
Oh,
over
that's
in
really
Cali.
cool.
Yeah.
They're 3 really good ones. Okay, I'll just say the second one's a lie.
No, I actually, unfortunately, did not meet Matthew McConaughey at a foreign
Oh,
country.
dang.
That
I
would
was
have been
hoping,
awesome, though.
I was
I
hoping for,
know.
no, I was kidding.
I know. I totally would have hooked you up. We could have been in a movie. Probably could
Right.
have got you a producing deal. I don't know. I'm sure he knows someone in the business, but yeah,
No, but
no,
you
I
were in
did
a
play
parade in
Beetlejuice.
Rome?
What?
You were in a parade in Rome?
Yeah, it was quite a fun experience. I did it with my high school band my senior year. We got to go out to Rome and for a couple days in March, and it was really a fantastic thing. So
Well, very cool.
Okay, Liam, time for your two truths and a lie.
All right. Number one, I've flown a plane. I think there was a bachelor who was a pilot, right? Like Pete the pilot. So
Couple-
that might be true. Number two, I spent one of my birthdays in 3 separate countries. That may or may not have been really cool if it happened. And number three, I failed a polygraph exam, like a lie detector test for real. And if that happened, it was really stressful. So those are my three.
Wow. That's really interesting. I'm just gonna go with the third one. You failed a polygraph test, because who just takes polygraph tests?
Yeah, that's the one. I actually passed my polygraph test.
Oh, well, in that case, why were
Yeah,
you getting polygraph tested?
it was for the
Now he's
FBI.
honest.
Like last summer,
Oh,
no, I didn't do anything bad. Like last summer, I got an internship with the FBI, and I had to pass a polygraph test so I could like join them. And I drove out to Detroit. They took me to the office. I had to go through security like in an airport. They take your phone out. Like it was really spooky. And then they sat me down and they like strapped me into this chair with a heartbeat sensor. There was a sweat sensor on my forehead. There was like a weight sensor in the chair. I was terrified to even move, but I passed the test. And then they didn't hire me. They were supposed to finish a background check on me, and they ran out of time because apparently Trump has like fired so many people that they were unable to get through all the work of clearing me as a good person. Now I'll never know if I'm a good person, but I almost worked for the FBI. That's my claim to fame.
wow, that's really cool. That's not what I expected. Interesting.
Okay, Maddie, clearly some tough choices. You've got one more rose to give in this round. So, Maddie, this is the final rose whenever you're ready.
Wait, like the last final rose? Or
Well,
this?
if you remember, Phil has already received his rose.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
Correct.
All right. I just want to say this is literally the hardest decision of my entire life. And you guys are all sweethearts. But I'm gonna have to say Johnny because he was in high school band and I was in high school choir, and I just kind of like vibe with that. And I just want to say, Liam, I think you have a great girl out there waiting for you, and you have a really wonderful personality. And that trick was amazing.
yeah, big.
That was impressive.
That was really impressive.
All right, so
Leah,
thank you for having me, and
well,
have
yeah,
a good night.
okay.
See you, Liam.
Bye, Liam.
Okay, so and then there were two. We've got Johnny and Phil left. Maddie, moving on to the last round. If you could take the last two contestants in the Bachelorette to any place in the world, where would that finale episode occur?
Oh wow, the finale episode. Well, the best place I've ever traveled to, I went to Switzerland with a choir actually, and we had these hotel rooms that you could literally just keep the balcony doors open, and it was like perfect temperature. We were on a lake, so I would go back to that same lodge, and it would just be super fun. Switzerland, that's where I would go.
Okay, well, it's no Switzerland, but it is a Blue Jeans chat during quarantine, and we've got some Jeopardy for Johnny and Phil to get to know you a little bit better. Are you guys ready to play Jeopardy?
Let's do it.
100%.
All right, it was a little slow getting the board pulled up last time, so hopefully it's a little bit quicker this time. And you guys know to answer in the form of a question, right? You've seen Jeopardy before?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
As I say this, I'm just now realizing I missed the final episode of College Jeopardy, which is on right now. Quarantine's got me watching Jeopardy religiously, so I don't know who won, but that's okay.
There are more important things going on. Come on.
Yeah, these are way more important.
Yeah.
We're finding virtual love.
Yep.
And there it is. I see. I feel like my 85-year-old professor right now saying he sees people sharing their screen. Okay, Maddie Jeopardy, here we go. Secret coin toss.
Sorry, I can't see the board.
Oh, can you
It's just a black screen.
can you adjust that slider at the bottom of your screen and maybe that helps?
It's the same thing that I had with the last thing I texted the producers. It's just a black,
Okay.
like, I don't know.
Okay, well, I'll help you out. You can imagine there will be 4 categories, and there will be 100,
Okay.
200, 300 for each
Copy that.
category. And I'll read to you. So, all right, let's go ahead and show the board to those who can see it. The categories are Maddie 101, food, TV and movie characters, and miscellaneous. And so, Johnny, if you want to go ahead and choose your first clue.
I'll do TV characters 300.
All right. Maddie's favorite character on The Office who has her own candle company.
Oh, who is Jan Levinson?
That is correct. Jan Levinson, formerly Jan Levinson Gould, is the correct answer, and that'll be 300 points for Johnny. Phil, the board is yours now.
It's a hard act to follow. Can we define miscellaneous here? Is that just like literally anything, like about anything?
Yeah, I think that's how I would define miscellaneous.
Let's go with Maddie 101.
Okay.
Let's go 200.
Maddie is from this Michigan town, which ends in the name of a place where humans keep animals for entertainment.
Name of a place where humans keep animals. Oh, where is Kalamazoo?
That's correct. So 200 points for Phil, and now the board is yours, Johnny. Let me know if you need a reminder of what's up there.
I'll take food for 300.
Okay, food for 300. An Ann Arbor, New York style pizza joint, which is also Maddie's go-to drunk food spot.
I'm gonna have to guess, what is NYPD?
That's correct. So another 300 for you. NYPD is the answer. And Phil,
Fantastic.
the board is yours once again.
Let's go with Maddie 101 for 300.
Maddie has played this sport in which players jump an average of 300 times per game.
Is that impossible? 300 times? Is it a field sport, or is it? Can I have like a slight hint? Or
I can't give you any hints.
No hints?
No hints.
That's tough. What is basketball?
That's incorrect. Johnny, you've got a chance to steal now.
What is volleyball?
That's correct. Volleyball. So another 300 for
Did
you,
I get
Johnny.
another?
I'll play Johnny.
And the board
Yeah, they
is
call me James Holzhauer for a reason.
Good.
Wait, what is
Johnny, the board's yours.
Oh, miscellaneous for 300, please.
All right. Maddie's favorite concert experience involved this Atlanta rapper who has both red and blue shooters.
Mm. Who is Kanye?
That's
He's from
incorrect.
Atlanta, right?
Kanye is
Yeah.
definitely not from Atlanta. So
Was he born there?
playing a big part in tonight's show, Phil, your chance to steal.
I got red shooters, I got blue. Who
Hey.
is Playboy Cardi?
That's correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. So
Yeah.
Phil back in it with 300 points, and now the board is his.
See, I like to eat a lot of food, but I'm not I wouldn't call myself a foodie because I'm not fancy about what I eat. So that's the question mark, Jack.
Yeah.
Let's lock in food for 200.
Okay. This food, which is the main ingredient in a common movie snack, is also Maddie's spirit vegetable.
I know what the answer is. My contention is I don't know if I would consider this a vegetable, but what is corn?
That's correct.
It's not even really a vegetable.
That's another debate for another time, but starch.
That's correct. So Phil with another 200 points. He's made this game a lot closer. Johnny, back to you.
I will take 200 TV characters. Alex, thank you. Joking, Jack.
Alex, Jack, Chris Harrison, I'm doing it all tonight. This character, and I'm in my pajamas, this character who let his brother die by excessive trampling is Maddie's favorite Disney villain.
Oh, Mustafa, right? Who is Mustafa?
The
That is,
pronunciation there.
yeah, and it's
Mufasa.
also it's
Would you like
also
a counter
incorrect. Phil, you've got a chance to steal.
Who is Mufasa?
Still incorrect. We're talking about the villain here. We're talking about the villain. Maddie, what's the answer?
Scar.
Scar.
Sorry, that's funny.
That's okay. That was a tough one.
This is so funny.
Phil, your choice now.
Miscellaneous 200, please.
Maddie frequently uses this app, which was the first to find a unique use for the pound symbol.
You laugh.
He's still here.
I can think of one right now, but it's a business-related app. I'm assuming not what we're talking about. Clarifying question: Did this brand recently change their logo, or have they always had this logo?
We don't get any clarifying questions.
Yeah, there are no hints here, Phil.
Unique use of the pound symbol.
Savage.
What is Twitter? I'm not sure.
That's correct. That is correct. So some more points for Phil there. And now we're down to the 100 questions. Johnny, your choice.
Sure, I'll take Maddie for 100.
Maddie has this many siblings, often leaving her lonely.
Oh, what is 0?
That is correct. Maddie living that only child life. And that gives Johnny a 100-point lead. It was a tie game before that one, so it's a close one. On to the next one. Phil, your choice.
Food for 100.
Maddie likes to keep it spicy with this hot sauce shown here.
What is Frank's Red Hot?
That is correct. That is correct. So we're back to tied. 2 clues left on the board. This is big. Johnny, your choice.
All right. Oh, man. I will try my hand again at TV characters for 100, please.
Maddie played this character in Shrek the Musical, known for his long nose.
Was it Pinocchio?
That is correct. That is correct, Pinocchio, as some people say it, Pinocchio. And now the final clue
Pinocchio.
will go to Phil. I don't think anyone says it like that, Johnny. Don't worry. Final clue
Oh,
goes
okay, all right.
to Phil. Miscellaneous for 100. If Maddie was a witch, she'd be in this Hogwarts house, Origin of the Lost Diadem.
I gotta think back 15 years, Jack.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be a while. What is Slytherin house?
That is incorrect. Incorrect. Johnny, do you happen to know it?
Oh, I remember.
I do know this one, so I like Harry Potter. I myself am not one of these house, but I'd be honored to be in this house. What is Ravenclaw?
That's correct. So Johnny has won our Jeopardy game. And of course, that doesn't mean he's gotten the final rose. It just means we've gotten to know Maddie a little bit better. Now it's time to get to know our last two contestants, Johnny and Phil, a little bit better. And the way we'll be doing that at the final cocktail party of the night is through some rapid fire questions. Rapid fire questions. Are you guys ready for those?
Do the answers have to be rapid or just the questions?
The answers have to be rapid, as we learned in the last game.
Got it.
There was an explanation given for the first one, and it really took away from the rapidity of it.
Got it.
Okay, so Johnny, since you won, you'll be first. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Would you rather be a reverse centaur or a reverse mermaid?
Reverse mermaid.
Would you rather never be allowed to cut your hair ever again or be bald?
Bald.
In a circus act, would you rather be shot from a cannon or have to be the person who puts their head in the lion's mouth?
Wow, cannon for sure.
Morning or night?
Morning.
Unlimited sushi or unlimited tacos?
Tacos.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Yeah.
Favorite pie?
None.
If you had a spirit animal, what would it be?
Snowy owl.
Say that again.
Snowy owl.
Oh, okay, thank you. Beard or clean shaved?
Clean.
And then last but not least, are socks and sandals okay?
If you're over 50.
Okay, so those were Johnny's rapid fire questions. Maddie, your thoughts on some of those answers?
Well, I'm really mostly happy about the pineapple pizza one. That was definitely a deal breaker. So, nice. I will say the pie one kind of threw me, you know. I like a good pecan pie, but other than that, I agreed with most of them. So,
Maddie, we know your spirit vegetable is corn. What would your spirit animal be?
that's not really a vegetable as I've been exposed. But well, my spirit animal, I would just be. I always would like to be a bird. That's basic, but I think it would be really cool to be able to just see over everything and kind of decide when you want to touch down, interact.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Phil, you ready for your rapid fire question?
Let's do it, Jack.
All right. Would you rather have a pet crocodile or a pet zebra?
Crocodile for protection.
Would you rather be hot all the time or cold all the time?
Cold, because you can bundle up.
Would you rather look like a potato or feel like a potato?
Like French fries or like just like a cold potato?
A potato, I guess.
I guess feel like a potato.
Tucked or untucked sheets?
Untucked. It's a lot of effort.
Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
I don't have evidence to indicate that he does not exist, so I can't answer.
Favorite season?
Fall.
Describe your life using one word.
Hustle.
Do you sleep with socks on or off?
Off.
Do you like frosting?
No. I like cake. I don't like frosting. And I know there's some points there, but that's the truth.
Maddie, your thoughts on those potentially controversial answers?
Honestly,
I also want to add something really quick into the mix if I could.
for
Big
it.
fan of pineapple pizza, and I think Frank's Red Hot is really a great value add for that as well. Just gonna throw that out there.
I see.
Well,
Good to know.
I like corn, so there you go.
Fair.
Wow. Next thing, you guys need to make me dinner, and then we'll decide. No, I'm just kidding. But out of those answers, the frosting one is not that controversial. I kind of agree. Sometimes it can be a little much. We had like a cake bake-off with my roommates and ended up making some pretty trifling desserts. But too much frosting. But other than that, I respect most of those answers. Definitely.
Maddie,
I like
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke or Pepsi? I don't like soda.
Okay. Johnny, Phil,
Honestly,
soda, pop, Coke, what do you call it?
I'm a true Midwesterner, so I pop you if you say soda. Am I right?
I would say Coke.
Okay, so wow, 3 different answers there. Maddie saying
Oh.
soda. So interesting on that front. And Maddie, the time has come for you to give out the final rose and potentially determine your future at the University of Michigan. Maddie, this is the final rose whenever you're ready.
Jack, I just want to say I had the best night and it was so much fun. You guys are both sweethearts. This is literally so challenging. Um, all right. To be honest, I like somebody who's not afraid to be really goofy and lighthearted. And while I think you guys are both that, I think Johnny has that going a little bit more. So I'm gonna choose Johnny.
Wow. It's a heartbreaker.
Thank you.
That is a heartbreaker.
Phil, you're
All right, well, guys,
great
thank you so
man.
much for having me on the show. That was a lot of fun.
Yep,
It was
thanks, Phil, for being a part of it.
Cool. Congrats, Johnny.
Thank you, Phil. You're a great man. You're a great man. Great
Yep,
competitor.
take care, guys.
You guys are both great. Thank you so much.
Johnny, congrats on being the winner of the first ever virtual campus Bachelorette. How does it feel?
It's pretty fantastic. I came in here not knowing the contestant was rigged, but then I found out 2 people know her, and so I made it my mission to stick it to the man, and I proved you right. I thought we had something special, and I knew it from the beginning. So I do graciously accept this rose. Thank you.
Maddie,
Yeah,
your thoughts on the journey? Was it what you expected?
I had a lot more fun than I expected. I was kind of nervous, but everybody was super, super nice, and I'm just, really glad about who I ended up with.
Okay, well, Maddie, Johnny, thank you for being a part of the first ever University of Michigan virtual campus Bachelor and Bachelorette program. To all of you viewing at home, both live and on the recording, thank you so much for joining us. We had an absolute blast, and this was something really cool to be a part of here on Blue Jeans. But before you guys all go, we have a little video to show our contestants.
Hello, Michigan Bachelorette team. I am Brent. I'm single. I'm 21. I'm ready to mingle.
My name is Rishika Rao. I'm 20 years old, and I am a space instrumentation engineer.
Hi there, I'm Nathan Dennison.
Hello, my
senior studying biological science, so I know a thing or two about chemistry.
My name is Phil Hockman. I'm a senior at the Raw School of Business. No one cares.
Hello, my name is Rebecca. I am 20 years old and I'm a here at the University of Michigan.
Hello, this is Sarah.
I'm originally from I'm Holly, I'm 20, and I'm from Cedar Springs, Michigan. Are you a boy of my dreams?
Number two, I need someone who will watch me. I get super excited over the little things. I'm just a really big fan of other people's relationships because they're so deep. So I'm looking for my
You're on mute.
Mike is muted.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Thanks. All right. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for sticking around. We hope you're all healthy and safe and self-isolating or social distancing, quarantining, and enjoying this time. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I had a blast, and I hope you guys did too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
I'm about to see if it says it.
Gabriel, shut up! Sorry.
Stop the presses.